halfway tree. I want you, labor rights, to welcome to the platform, leader of the Great Jamaica Labour Party, Prime Minister for one term, Prime Minister for two terms, three-term Prime Minister, Andrew Michael Williams. Party chairman. It is my distinct privilege and honor at this time to bring to address the nation the member of Parliament for West Central, Secondary, leader of the Great Jamaica Labour Party, Prime Minister one term, Prime Minister two term, three-term Prime Minister, Andrew Michael
I must say to you, I am overwhelmed. I reflected on 2016 and I look back on the video of 2016 and the crowd that gathered here and I compared it to the drone shots that I have seen of the crowd here, and this is a much larger crowd than 2016. It is an important point to make because governments in their second term usually lose momentum. But what is clear from tonight is that the momentum is with the Jamaica Labour Party. The momentum is obviously born of hard work, but it is also born of the relevance of the policies of the party. It is born of the legitimacy of the government. It is clear that the people of Jamaica, regardless of their political persuasion, have to agree that the Jamaica Labour Party is a performing government, a government that has delivered. We have been able to deliver for the people because we are a party that believes in hard work. We believe that by the sweat of our brow we shall eat bread. That is the ethic of our party. But we are not ashamed or afraid to say that we are a party that believes in God Almighty, and we get down on our knees and we ask God to give us the strength to carry on for the people of Jamaica and to bless every endeavor that we have undertaken. And tonight I want to thank God for giving us the energy to continue and giving us the vision and the foresight to see the plan through for the people of the country. I give God the glory for tonight. To thank God for my family, my wife Juliet and my 2 sons, and my mother is also here with us today. My sisters are here with me, and I know that my father is watching somewhere in St. Elizabeth. And I have had the privilege of working with some of the best Jamaicans, some of the most caring, some of the smartest Jamaicans who have served Jamaica. My Jamaica Labour Party family and the cabinet that they have formed. I want to tell them thanks as well. And I want to thank you, my family. You are my family. The struggles that you have gone through or are going through, I have gone through them, and I am going through them with you. It is not by mistake or by a courtesy that when I walk among the people, the elderly hold me and them say, "My son." People my age say, "My brother." And the young people them say, "Uncle." That is because they know they can identify with me as I identify with them. They know that I have never taken my eyes off the important things that affect them. They know that. And they know that if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And if I change my mind and say I'm not going to do it, I'll come and tell you I'm not going to do it. And so, the people have brought their dreams, their hopes, and aspirations to me and my government. because they see that we have performed and that we can deliver. They see it. They see that some of the most intractable problems in the history of Jamaica, this government has taken them on and has transformed them. Take crime, for example. When I was a much younger boy, I was coming home from work with my mother. My mother used to work at the NIS office in Spanish Town. And I would walk home with her from Spanish Town to Ensom City. Those of you who know the distance, a few miles of walking. And we reach a point where some gunshots start to fire. This was coming up to the 1980 election. And I'll never forget it. Myself and my mother, we had to run and duck. You remember that moment? And it stuck in my mind that Jamaica should not be a place of violence. It shouldn't be. It should never be. Because we are such a peaceful people. We are such a loving people. We are known for our hospitality. But this kind of violence has crept into our culture. Today, I heard the sad news of a policeman and his family who was attacked and his wife killed, and I want to send my condolence to that family. I know that the police high command is working on that case, and I have no doubt that those persons who committed that heinous act, that they will see justice and swiftly. The murder rate went above 1,000 in the 1990s under the PNP. And it has stayed here since. It is this administration that will bring the murder rate below 1,000. In fact, we are targeting to go as low as 800. Or even lower. And we have not done it just this year. We have been bringing down the murder rate for the last 3 years. And we intend to make Jamaica the most peaceful country in this region. And we know we can do it, and we will do it. I was in Westmoreland recently, and as I walked and I spoke to some of the people there, they tell me, thanks, Prime Minister. Thank you. You have dealt with the gangs and things have been peaceful. I was in Central Kingston and the residents tell me, Prime Minister, thank you. Peaceful in my community. Housing. As I walk the communities and I go into some of the homes, I see the condition. Some people not living anywhere. And I want all of you to know this. I was born in Spanish Town at 56 Cumberland Road in a board house with my great-grandmother, and I moved from my great-grandmother. I live with my mother, then I go back to live with my grandmother until my mother got an NHT house. I know personally the struggles for housing that this nation has gone through. I am intimately aware of it. And that is why we have targeted to build 70,000 new houses in Jamaica. And we have programmed that 70,000 houses. Well programmed. The NHT has already programmed 50,000 of that, and the HAJ and the new social housing program, in addition to what we are building in Bernard Lodge, will complete the commitment of 70,000 new houses. Tonight, I repeat the further commitment that our next government will put in train another 60,000 new housing solutions for the people of Jamaica. The objective is to increase the supply of housing so that the price of houses can stabilize and get cheaper. That is the real challenge. This administration has unlocked the secret of doing that. We are doing it under the NHT. We are doing it with our new developments such as in Bernard Lodge. And we have recently announced a massive new development which will take place in Innswood, which will see 10,000 houses under the greater Innswood development area. We will also launch an expansion of social housing in Jamaica. We are going to be using building systems, prefabricated houses that we can come and just place on the lots that people have to help those persons who are living in dilapidated homes so that you can get access to better quality housing more quickly. We have now perfected the new social housing program. We are going to go one step further as we have started to now deal with the big yards and tenement yards. I know many of you are here, live in big yard and tenement yards, one little space with our 10 houses in it. We will change that in our next term. That is not a promise. That is a commitment because we have studied the problem, we have put the systems in place, we know what to do, and we have the financing targeted for it. I want to talk a little bit about public transportation. Again, I used to have to take the taxi and bus to school. Sometimes I couldn't bother because you couldn't get it. Sometimes the taxi man don't want to take you. So I used to walk to school and I didn't mind. When I started at university, myself and my wife Juliet will tell you that we used to take the bus. That time it was 250,000 bus. Right? It's from Spanish Town to university. We know the Jamaican struggle. No gold spoon, no privilege, no tapanaris. And that is why we make policy for the benefit of the people, because we know what the people go through. This is not something that we read in textbook. That is why we have made the investment in improving the JUTC. The JUTC is now the most efficient it has ever been. We are approaching close to $1 billion of savings in the JUTC. Want you to understand this. When we get efficiency gains from good government, what we do is we give it over to the people. Some of that we will be using, as we have done, to purchase the school buses, to roll out the school bus program. But here's what we're going to do. Come January, come September rather, when the new school term starts, we will give free transportation to all school children from September to October, and this will also include all tertiary students with ID will be able to utilize the JLP services free of cost for 2 months. I'm going to come back to the reasoning behind that. But we have more buses to come. So you are going to have a first world public transportation system that will get you to work on time and in comfort and affordably. This is a part of our productivity thrust. If you want people to be productive, get them to work on time, get them to work in a good frame of mind, and take away the worry about cost of living, which transportation is a major part of cost of living. Now, an area in which I would wish we would have done more, it's garbage collection, public sanitation. I am not pleased with how my country looks. I'm not pleased. But we have done quite a bit. In fact, we have done more than the previous government. We have refleeted the NSWMA with over 100 new vehicles, including tipper trucks and crane trucks. And we have more trucks coming. But that is not going to be the major solution for keeping our country clean. In our next term, we will start by engaging a public-private partnership with the private sector to increase the number of garbage collection units that we have right across the island. It will be contracted out in a significant way, which will ensure that every community in Jamaica will have regular garbage collection services. We will build a new sanitary landfill. We have already identified where that will be, and we have done the work on that. And we will decommission Riverton City as a dump as it is. We will work with the communities that are in and around Riverton City, and eventually Riverton City will become the next frontier for economic development in Kingston. If we are able to do that, decommission Riverton City, clear it up, take off the rubbish off it, and make those lands available. It will take time. But if we do that, we immediately improve the health of the people of Kingston, because that, I hate to call it a dump, but it's not a landfill, it's not a properly managed area. But the toxin that releases every time there is a fire generally has a general impact. And just by doing that, we can improve the health of the people. But the big thing that we're going to do is to introduce a massive program of recycling of waste, which will include the separation of garbage and to turn waste into energy. This is not a promise. This is something that we have already studied, we have already done, and we will start to implement in the 3 phases I mentioned. One is the public-private partnership for the collection of public municipal waste. 2, the building of a Minister Samuda, Matthew Samuda, I'm sure would have told you about all our plans for water, but he did mention that we are going to launch a new amnesty program for medium, small, and micro enterprises, where we will, as of the 1st of September, I don't need to tell you that this is the best performing government in the history of everywhere I go. I tell you something. Look, we produce a book with all our achievements. 250, we have about 1,000. But we couldn't put 1,000 in a booklet. You know when something is valuable. When you walk around and you give it out to people, you don't see them throw it away on the floor. In fact, when I go to people's houses and I'm doing my house to house, they ask me, Prime Minister, give me one of the books them now. We have had to print another set of the books because the first amount that we print, finish off, everybody take it, and everybody wants the next set. So we still have, and we're going to be giving that around. The PNP has no answer to that. I think that argument is settled in your mind, that the Jamaica Labour Party is the best performing government of any time. Of my intention to announce the general election for him to set certain processes in place, including the dissolution of Parliament. I now declare that nomination day will be Monday, August 18th. And the general election date is fixed at Wednesday, September 3. that local government by-elections in the Chancery Division, the Olympic Gardens Division, the Seabright Gardens Division, and the Denham Division will be held concurrently with the general elections in those constituencies.